Hey guys, so this is Upper Anthracite, and I don't really know if there's a correct way to do this trail. We are doing it basically down the mountain. I've done it going up the mountain and going down the mountain, and I don't think it makes really a whole lot of difference, like in which direction you do it. So anyway, this is the down the mountain route, and this is a strong blue. It's definitely not a black. The obstacles are not big enough for it to be a black at AOAA. But I mean, it does have some obstacles on there. You'll see that we're avoiding. So it does have a couple maybe black level obstacles on it, but for the most part, it's more like a blue. So this right here is a creek bed. Normally there is water in it. However, for whatever reason, and I don't know if it's because it just put the pipeline in, or if it's just dry right now, or whatever, normally this is, like I said, it's a little creek, and right now it's just all nice and dry. So we are heading down Lower Anthracite Trail, and I'm with this awesome RV couple that I hooked up with. So they're full-time RVers. And they just travel around with their Jeep, and I guess they do trails and stuff. And I know he does some kind of work. I don't really know what he does, but they are 100% full-time in their RV, kind of where I want to be. And they just showed up in this area, and he was working up here and was wanting to go out and do some trails. And I don't know who he is, but anyway, it's pretty awesome. So anyway, on the left here, you'll see that we are taking a bypass. That is a very, very nasty trench. I went up there with the Adventure Series, budget Adventure Series, and like every single person that tried that had to get winched, like 100%. And this is like basically our last trail of the day. So we're not, trying to make it the last trail of the day where we break something on the last trail. Because a lot of times, like I have these like kind of weird things where you're like one more trail, and that one more trail ends up being like the place where you get having to call the park and asking them to leave the gate open or whatever so you can get out because you did something stupid. So we're definitely taking the bypass there to just go around that spot. But other than that one spot, the rest of the trail is not too bad. But it is a strong blue. For stock vehicles, they probably would encounter quite a few difficulties on this trail. But if you're on 35s or bigger, I mean, you're just gonna probably prance over a lot of this stuff pretty easily. The other thing to keep in mind is, so since I'm on 40s, my tire placement doesn't matter so much. I'm mainly just focused on just like basically not hitting the trees, which is kind of silly. If I had much smaller tires, like say like 35s or something like that, most likely you'd see me doing the trail much slower. I would probably be more concerned with tire placement, more concerned with actually getting on the rocks and straddling the obstacles the correct way. Like that big rock right there, I think I just like drove over it. Like I put it between the tires and I just like literally just like I think I'm just like driving over it, like yeah, like that was it right there. Normally you wouldn't just like get the biggest obstacle on the trail and just like put it between the tires and just kind of like have one tire kind of like go over it and then have it just like end up between your tires. Like that normally is kind of like a recipe for disaster. Normally like the large obstacle would hit your differential, like your pumpkin on the front or the rear or control arm or something like that. But I'm kind of cheating, and I like it. It's fine. So this whole trail is this creek that normally has some running water in it. It's not usually like 100% full. It's normally just like just a small like little trickle, so to speak. And this trail here, like the creek itself, will feed into Lower Anthracite. So this is Upper Anthracite. Upper Anthracite is a blue, and Lower Anthracite is a black. And it's just the obstacles are just a little bit bigger on the other trail, and there's a couple little like drop-offs and stuff. But it's not too terribly difficult either. It's maybe just a little hair more difficult than this one. So like I said, so this is the last trail of the day with my full-time RVer friend that I ran into. It's a really cool couple that just travel around in their RV, and so I think that the next batch of videos that I'm going to post on the Jeep after you see this one will be the Infidel Jeepers group. And Infidel Jeepers of Maryland came to the park, and I ended up being their guide. And I run them through a bunch of trails, and I think it was mostly blues. Maybe we did one black, maybe, but I think it was almost entirely blues. And so that's lower Anthracite, or sorry, upper Anthracite. The sign here on the left is a sign for Beeline, so this is the entrance to Beeline. I wish we would have had more time. We could have maybe done Beeline. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.
That was upper Anthracite.